we who are believers, we get concerned about what's going on in the entertainment industry. I think we should be concerned about it in every area of the entertainment industry. I think sports is an entertainment industry, and so music is an entertainment industry, and then of course the movies, Hollywood, and other locations. We always kind of just take secular movies and we use Hollywood to kind of refer to all of it. I know that it's not all done there, but the movie industry, um, the entertainment industry in itself binds us to this world in some way. Bible says not to be friends with this world. To be friends of this world is be in enmity with God. And the entertainment industry has a way of attracting us. It doesn't just, I mean, I think sometimes we think, well, what it does, it distracts us from the burdens of the world, but it does more than that. It attaches us to this world in so many ways. And music and Hollywood especially have that. They are almost, they are evangelistic tools of the world, meant to teach us and to train us in their worldview. And as time has gone on, the movie industry has become more and more blatant about that, and it has become more and more concerning to those of us who are Christians. We see movies, we hear the language it's done, we see the agenda that's being taught, and we can see those things, and it concerns us. And in response to that, there have been a number of uh, Christian or conservative groups for sure who have attempted to join into the entertainment industry and that movie industry and provide us alternatives that don't have the wrong language, alternatives that produce a family value, a good family value, and those things. Alternative movies that we can watch without having our sensibilities offended, and which I have no problem with any of that. A recent movie that's come out is called Sound of Freedom, and boy, that thing has really been popular. In fact, they're calling it more popular than a lot of the Hollywood movies at this time. Stars John Caviezel, who played Christ in Mel Gibson's movie years ago. I never did actually see The Passion of Christ, and but Caviezel is a good actor. I know he is, and he's actually from here in Washington State, as I understand. Good actor, but I'm going to be honest. I'm leery of this movie. I haven't watched it. I don't watch a whole lot of those types of things anyway, but I am leery of The Sound of Freedom on two counts. Uh, First of all, it's produced by Angel Videos. It used to be called Angvid or Anvid or something like that. It is based out of Utah with Mormon connections. And again, Mormons would have a strong family value type of and they would be, opposed to things that have to do with drinking and curse swear words and those sorts of things. Um, uh, and it's produced. The Sound of Freedom is produced by Angel Videos. It's also funded by. It's a story about a man that Glenn Beck actually hired to to rescue some children that had been stolen in the sex trafficking industry. And Glenn Beck is a Mormon radio host. He is a very popular radio host, conservative radio host, but he's Mormon and not, and aggressively Mormon. One of the things a person needs to understand is it doesn't matter whether you're talking about Hollywood or any movie industry, the Mormon movie industry. Even if a conservative Baptist, independent Baptist, was to write or was to produce a movie that we would want to go watch in the theaters, here every time it's done, there is a message, whether it is meant to evangelize, whether it's done in a subtle way or a more blatant way, whether it's done in a way that appeals to us or a way that offends us. It is always meant to evangelize. It's always meant to educate, not just entertain, but to educate and to sway our thinking in some way. And Sound of Freedom, Glenn Beck angel videos, all have that goal in mind, that end game in mind. They want to influence how we think, and we ought to be assured as Christians that Mormon influence in the shows is eventually as wicked as anything that Hollywood would be would produce. It may look more um, less offensive to us on the surface, but its end is the same. Both of them point us away from the Lord Jesus Christ and away from truth. So, speaking of that, let me offer an alternative. It happens that right now, uh, Spencer Smith, who is an independent Baptist, fundamental Baptist missionary, has been very involved in producing things, especially on YouTube and online types of video programs, educational programs, and he's done some really good work. He's produced a series actually of documentary type movies called Third Adam. So he's got Third Adam 1, 2, and 3. They're already out, and he is soon to release Third Adam 4. It's about to come out, and so the trailers, and he's really promoting that right now. And I've watched 2 of the 3 Third Adam movies so far. These are well done, um, uh, well done programs. They're informative. They're done well enough that they keep your attention really well. They don't have the same emotional appeal. Of course, the Angel Videos and Sound of Freedom is done so well. At least I haven't seen it, but just knowing because of John Caviezel being involved, and he's a good actor. I'm certain that it's well done, but it's also got a compelling um, theme, plot, dealing with the rescue of these children stolen into sex trafficking. So it's got a compelling theme in behind it. And Third Adam doesn't have the emotional appeal because it's not going to address. They don't address that subject that is so compelling. In fact, the subject is one that even can be offensive to Christians because um, we are so easily attached to this world, and the Third Adam series of movies address how the industries, movie industries and Christian industries and music industries and all of those things are tied together to bring a person not to Jesus, but to Satan. Third Adam. First Adam is Adam. Second Adam is Christ. The third Adam is Antichrist. And all that is in this world is trying to pull us to the Antichrist, not to Christ. So, what we need to do as believers is we need to find ourselves in a position where we will look for those things that bring us to Christ and not to Antichrist. And frankly, that can be offensive even to us. We don't like to think that we're tied to, but we are emotionally attached um, to things that are entertaining. We're emotionally attached to things that are appealing. We're emotionally attached to things that are comfortable. Sometimes even we're emotionally attached to spiritual um, philosophy that is comfortable and appealing, and that doesn't draw us to Christ, but rather to the world. And so I'd really say, though, I'd like to recommend that rather than, and I'm not saying, by the way, that a person shouldn't watch Sound of Freedom. I wouldn't say that at all. In fact, given an opportunity, I will, in some time in the future, almost certainly watch it. What I wouldn't do is promote it. I wouldn't, say, man, I loved it. And boy, it really sucked me in. And I liked it so much. Everybody ought to go watch this now. I wouldn't do that. I try to be a little bit more um, private about those sorts of things. But Third Adam, 1, 2, 3, and coming soon 4, I would encourage you to watch those. In fact, I would give an opportunity. I would show those in church. I think they'd be worth watching even at church, because of the quality of them and because of the subject matter.